Welcome back to the How'd I Get Here podcast, the podcast for positivity, progression, and finding your own path, like it says on that t-shirt right there. And like I say every Tuesday. And this is the place where Spencer makes me mad.
Wow. Of all the places that we hang out, here's where I do it?
Nah,
This is the trigger warning?
No, it's just the things you do. No,
I was trying to keep it cool during the Super Bowl, too. I didn't jump or nothing. I just flexed every time.
that would have been on you. Listen, you would have started jumping.
I jumped.
Did you?
Yeah.
But your jumps are like little rabbit jumps.
Nothing beats
you
Ash
call me-
jumping on Andrew's fucking couch on New
Oh,
Year's.
yeah.
Not you call me a bunny.
Not a jungle bunny.
Not too much now.
Ash introduction.
Yo, why when I
There's
asked where
no
my jungle
needed.
bunnies were, nobody in the group chat, nobody responded.
Because nobody is a jungle bunny in there.
To be honest, I was picking somebody up from the airport.
One of the chicken hawks.
I was picking somebody up from the airport, and I was inebriated, bro.
6 man off the bench.
Yeah, one of the ones that may take me out the game. But Ash, I like these fits. These Tuesday work fits. They're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Thank you.
You looking like somebody mama.
Damn.
Auntie. Cool auntie.
No, it's okay. He called me old.
Right.
Whoa. Actually, today, now mamas be 28,
18.
17,
Why are you putting that on me?
25. So
I am
you're not
not
old.
financially able to have children right now.
Neither are they.
Well, they making it do.
Are they?
I mean, sometimes you just gotta do the best you can with what you got.
Heard you.
Or, just don't do anything and stay home. Stay out of the people them.
Heard you.
But you know what day it is, y'all?
Taco Tuesday.
I actually could get jiggy with some tacos.
We say that every week and don't never have tacos.
Nah, never.
Tacos and maybe a marg. Yes, Nemo.
Yeah.
Get it right. Get
Taco
it right. Get it
Nemo.
tight. Get it right.
I feel like that might be a
Get
little.
it right. Yeah, that was a little crazy. You know what? We're just gonna keep on going. But hey, y'all, got my little work fit on because I was in the office today, and it's Tuesday. So
Corporate baddie.
you know how we do. Yeah.
Word. It is your boy Spence, King Aquarius, Will Strategist, Faux Dog. We back in the lab again, recording y'all favorite podcast, the How'd I Get Here podcast, the podcast for positivity, progression, and finding your own path. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna segue into the question of the day.
Come on now. You see, because I set it up for him that way. I was like, he got little prompts. He got merch prompts now. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We love that. I know it ain't. I know it ain't. I know it ain't.
So the question of the day, and this was actually prompted by my LB. Shout out my deuce, Clifton Thompson, future NFL star.
All that.
So my question of the day is: how often do you tell your friends, family, and people close to you that you love them?
All the time.
What does that include? You ain't tell me you love me in a minute.
Really? Mm-hmm. I thought I told you the other day. Maybe I said it in my head.
On my
Hey,
birthday.
yo.
That was yesterday.
Wow, shit.
Happy belated birthday.
Nah,
Everyone who didn't say it.
Yo. But energy.
Nah, I try to say it as much as often.
Getting
'cause
booted
you,
off
like,
the close friends.
hey, yo. Because you don't really know, like, yeah.
When it's your time to go.
When it's your time, their time, like, you just got to let folks know you love them.
Nah, that's a fact. How about you, Ash?
I told my mama this morning I loved her.
All right.
And
So
to have a good day.
that's fam.
What was it? Friends and people I'm close with?
Yeah, friends, fam, people you close with.
I don't tell all of my friends that I love them. I'll tell.
That was inappropriate.
Cause why?
Oh my god! I just just saw it out the corner of my eye.
I thought he was gonna fix his headphone cord.
My bad.
Everyone has a different love language, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God.
I'm about to move my seat.
Hey, yo.
Good luck.
I'll make a little space right over there. I small. But yeah, I would say like there's certain friends that if like I don't know, if we ever talk in a while and then we end up talking again some more, then yeah, I like throwing in like a little I love you. I feel like it's always just assumed with people that I keep in close proximity and contact with that I love them. But I do try to say it more often.
Yeah, it really sparked in my head because every time I talk to my LB, at the end of every conversation, yo, I love you, bro. Like, oh, word, all right, bro.
He's like, oh, wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm not used to that type of like affection, you know what I'm saying? Especially from like another grown man. But I've always said this, like my LB's done made me soft. Like I actually genuinely get excited. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't seen my niggas in a minute. Well, I'm about to see him this weekend.
Ain't that sweet?
How does that make you feel?
So cutesy.
Oh, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I normally
Our boy's growing up.
yeah.
Look at him.
Y'all are funny. Yeah, I guess to miss another grown man is a new experience for me. You know, I don't really miss people. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Be like, yo, did you miss me? No.
You know, I struggle with that question too. When people are like, did you miss me? And I'm like, because I'm just like, do I just tell them because that's what they want to hear? Right. And it's like, not that I am like disingenuous and I don't miss them ever at all, but it's just like, if we were just talking maybe like 3 days ago and then we haven't talked for then the next like 3 or 4 days and we talk again, the likelihood of me missing you is a bit on the lower side.
Well, yeah, no. If somebody says that and it's so close, but
I'm like, I was just talking to you the other day. Like, what's going on?
you know what I don't like? When people go on vacation and like when they come like, yo, did you miss me? I think, did you miss me? Like, you were just on vacation. Like, did you enjoy yourself? like, this is what you're thinking about?
Right. Or when people say that, I'm just like, yeah, I might have thought about you once or twice when I was on my trip.
What does missing someone consist of? Because you like, say I thought about you on my trip. Does that mean I miss you, or does missing have to actually be a feeling of like I don't want to say emptiness of like of something? You know what I'm trying to say?
I think at least for me, I think I have to have a specific feeling or like action or like scenario that I miss about someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we used to go to Get and feel like, damn, I miss going to Get and Get Fit when my nigga were like this, but like to just miss, yeah, there has to be some type of defining factor for me to miss, and like I think I need some time away from you.
That's and that's the thing. I've never actually dissected the thought of missing something, but it's almost like that. I don't want to use emptiness, right? But there's a feeling of absence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your nieces, you love them to pieces.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you miss about them?
Their presence, because it's just
the chubby cheeks.
Oh my gosh, she's so fluffy. Right. I mean, even to that, part of it is like because I'm missing. I don't see them day to day. I mean, I speak to them weekly, quite often, but the not seeing them grow. You get like I'm actually missing out on that.
Yeah, like
you know
you're
what
not
I mean?
getting to see like the
Intruder!
day.
Intruder! Shoot, don't shoot. She might get the busting back.
That's crazy.
No, it's not. You trying to move her. Wait. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Just
No, but that so that like literally missing out on the day to day, but like that experience. And I was talking to my sister about it the other day because my sister done having kids, and I was like, oh, she's done, like she got 3.
She get like her tubes tied or?
No. She just don't want no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, no worries. I'll give you like some soon. She was like, I already got 3. I was like, no, because the feeling of being an uncle is a different type of love. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, to have my niece, you've seen me around them before. So, like, that feeling is like maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe it's just like, wow, this is a different type of love coming from a little human who, like, loves you and they don't even know why. Because if you think about it, kids actually don't know why they love you.
Yeah, like, they say, like, children are the true definition of just, like, very pure, genuine, like, unconditional love that people want to strive for because, yeah, like, kids will learn how to, when they're still young, like, they can show you compassion and, like, be just forgiving and those things and just, like, learn how to, like, you know, like, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if you ask a kid, right, why do you love mom and dad? Because they cook for me, they buy me clothes, like
I don't know, because they play with me.
You like they
because it's my mom and dad.
No, like, but legit, you know what I mean? But like they don't know any better than that.
That's actually what I was gonna say is because they have no emotional intelligence. So it's just
It's
like,
still
Which is
loading.
crazy.
yeah. So they're just like, no, I love you. Like their love is just like, I don't know what it is. It's just the warm and fuzzies, and this feels good, and I want it to last forever. You know. That literally reminds me of my niece. Like my niece thinks I'm the coolest person in the world. I'll be shocked every time.
That's so funny.
What she said, Uncle Spencer. I'm like, oh shit, it's me.
Here I am.
You feel like the coolest dude ever.
Right.
I will also say, though, I feel like, though, when it comes to little children, whether, you know, for men in particular, like, whether it's their own daughter or, like, a niece, I feel like when a man has a daughter first or has, like, a young child that is a girl in their life, it softens them in a good way and humbles them of, like, understanding how to like be more like gentler and like have patience and like all of those like great things. So it's funny when you guys talk about your nieces, because I was like, yes, it's working.
And that's the thing. I would like a daughter of my own, but if I just had boys, my nieces aren't the same, but it would supplement for that feeling of.
They also get to bully them because they're gonna be older,
Right.
so.
That's funny. I have a question.
Tell me what you think about me. I got to learn the rest of those.
Actually,
lyrics.
shout out to Kelly Rowland because it's her birthday.
Today.
Ooh,
Yeah, with her bad
Kelly,
self.
come on the podcast.
With her bad self.
Put that dang on me.
Right.
That's inappropriate. I'm sorry. Is that rude to her?
I'm sure people have said words.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, in the totem pole of like the craziest, most outlandish thing that someone's ever like said to her, probably like commented on a post or like DM'd her, like yeah, I was like, that's very menisque.
I remember I was in RA training in college, and the lady was showing us a video of Beyonce, and like Beyonce walked in, and I said, and she goes, bro, this lady went sick.
She's like, that right there.
That's so disrespectful. And I'm just like,
What's disrespectful?
all I said was, you're objectifying her, blah, blah, blah. Do you think Beyonce wants to hear that? And it was just like...
You think Beyonce heard that?
And then she was like, oh, but this is a good teaching point because as an RA, you have to make sure everyone's comfortable. And I was just sitting there like, you just mad because I didn't say when you walked in the room.
Hey, yo.
Like, obviously I didn't say that, but...
That's crazy. Why you got to spin it back like that?
Well,
but anyway, back to my question. Do you all feel like missing someone or something makes you more appreciative of that person or thing? Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Cause it's funny. My math professor, I forgot what course, but he taught me that you can't truly appreciate anything until you either miss it or have felt pain from it.
Or you lose it?
Yeah, because it's funny. He has like this tattoo of this dude on a stake, like just pierced on his leg. And we're like, yo, why do you have that? He's like, oh, it's to remind me that you can't have true happiness unless you know true pain. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he went like proceed.
Some real deep shit.
Right. So, yeah, I think missing, so like, if I genuinely miss you, then like, oh, like I can't wait to see this person again. But like, yeah, you gotta give me something to miss though. Some people I'm just like, I'll see you when I see you.
I think for me it's the saying, and I've said this on the podcast before, you can't know the good days without knowing the bad days. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think occasionally you need those rough days. You need to go through some shit, because how are you going to appreciate the good stuff if things are always good? You know what I mean? I feel like even the richest of the rich, the happiest of the happiest, go through stuff from time to time that it's like, oh, nah, this makes me appreciate those good times, those good days, those good meals. Not every meal is a good meal. Sometimes you just got to throw some stuff together, but it makes you appreciate the time that you have when you have the time to sit down and throw together and enjoy and blah, 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 blah,
I agree.
I think that answers the question.
Shit, what you think, Ash?
I think kind of like going back to your earlier point when you were saying about like the act of and or feeling of missing has to have some connection to either like a person or thing for you in order for you to like feel it and it to like make sense for you. I think a little bit plays into that as well too, because I'm just like, yeah, like you cannot see someone or something for a while, but there is something else that's attached with that, whatever like core memory like that was created during those moments with the person or like the thing, that I feel like, again, holding on to that part is what makes you miss them. Like I always can think of like a random moment where I think about like my childhood dog Daisy, and although like she passed now almost like 2 years, I always just like still pick a moment. I'm just like, I remember that moment and I miss her. And I think about like why I remember that moment and like why I missed her. And it's because like whatever feelings as like attached with that, I'm just like, that's it. That's the one.
I also think like we're creatures of habit, because as I'm thinking about this, like, shout out to Bri. I don't ever actively miss Brian, but I'm always like amped when I see him because I don't see him as much as I used to.
You realized you missed him.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, what up? Like, like
it's out of sight, out of mind.
Right, but like just like going through life, like I don't like, man, I wonder what Brian's doing right now.
So then how?
I don't know if that's fair to him. I'm sorry,
but it's probably not even just a Bride thing.
Yeah,
it's how much, and I think I'm trying to be more conscientious of this, of checking in on people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just and me and Ash have talked about this, like. Excuse me. Yeah, sometimes we're active in the group chat, but even sending a meme, you know what I mean? Sending little texts, like little things here and there, just shows like, hey, I'm thinking about you. To just maintain that,
Facts. I should publicly apologize to Ashley too.
Oh?
Because Ashley consistently...
growing.
Ashley consistently sends me videos and memes on Instagram. But my Instagram inbox, I think that might be one of the few things that overwhelms me. Like, my shit is nuts. And I'm like, oh, to go through all this. And I know, like, I be seeing Ash's thread, and it say 4+ right now. When I tell you, I know Ash has been sending shit for weeks. Like, when I open it, I'm going to have to catch up. But yeah, shit like that. Like, there's certain people who, like, I think my favorite birthday response or my birthday text was my boy Bragg, who I wasn't even thinking about until I saw Josh. And he was like, happy birthday, fuck nigga. I'm just like, this is very on brand. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Right. Like, appreciate you, bro.
So in light of talking about missing people and things like that, I got you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Because they asked, and I was like, no, it's good. But it definitely picks it up.
Mm-hmm. I heard it the first time, too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I was like, aliens. That was like last week when the TV was on.
Squeaker, squeak, squeak.
Y'all didn't notice, but like last week I got up mid thing to turn off the TV, and it was like I could hear crystal clear. Yeah, my bad.
I thought you were going to the bathroom.
I thought you was taking care of the...
They gone.
Word.
Knock on wood, they gone.
Who is it?
But nobody.
3 blind mice.
It's the blind piggies over there.
Gang.
Oh, no sexual references this week?
No, they burned out. Pause.
Not they tired.
That's nuts.
Burnt out is crazy.
So in light of like telling people, you know what I mean, like, you know, missing people and things of that nature, right? How do you guys tell people who you love no?
Straight like that. Nah.
Okay.
I mean, as y'all said earlier, I don't do anything I don't want to do. So like,
Yeah, I was like, I think for some people, like saying no is like so innate, whereas other people it becomes a challenge because they're just like if I tell them no, like I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I don't want them to feel like I don't fuck with them still, or you know, like I'm letting them down. Like so many like different thoughts go into people's minds, but I think over time you have to learn like you can't be the best version of yourself for that person
by being a pushover.
Well, yes.
I'm glad that's the P word you used.
Right, I thought I was gonna say something else. I was like, ugh.
I was like, God,
now we ruined my line. But yeah, like I think it's important to have that boundary of saying no, because like you still gotta take care of yourself. Like, and it's okay to be a little bit selfish. And selfishly like do things for yourself and love yourself a bit more, so that way you can then be the best version and friend to that person, or that best version of a partner to like your loved one, like you're in a relationship or like whoever, or you know, showing up for like your nieces, or just showing up for like family and those things. So
I also think part of it is being a people pleaser. You know what I mean? I think part of like always...
We could talk about that for days.
Facts. Because it's like... Sometimes it's feeding into your ego. Like, oh, if I make all these people feel good, like they'll want me and they'll need me and this, that, the third. But also it's like the feeling of not wanting to let people down. You know what I mean? So I've got to always say yes and overextend myself, because... You like
right.
if I say no, I now look like the bad guy.
That always leads to like, to me, the most childish arguments. Cause I'm like, I did this, and this for you. Like you didn't appreciate any of it. I'm like, I ain't ask you for none of that. Like, I'm like, no, cause sometimes people will do it for the right reasons, but also I feel like some people will do it as like a manipulative thing.
Okay. That's a point right there, because I was going to get into that earlier, but we can talk about it right now. Right now.
Nah, facts, because, some people, they will selfishly do things under the perception of being selfless so that it comes back to them. It's kind of like treat others the way you want to be treated. So you do that to the nth degree, knowing that it's going to come back. It's
emotional warfare.
I got one even better for you. People will selfishly do something to be perceived a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
Not even to get it back, but just to be able to say, look at what I did. Look at what kind of person I am.
Right.
When in reality, it's like you're not really doing it out of the kindness out of your heart.
Yeah, like it's disingenuous.
It's strategic.
Yeah, they want to be seen as like, oh my gosh, like they're so helpful and they're so thoughtful and like, wow, like they're always doing this for this person, or wow, they're always thinking about like doing whatever, or like all this other stuff.
They're feeding their insecurities though.
Are they feeding insecurities though, or they just want to be like always in the limelight?
But that's projecting their insecurities. Right. I don't know if they're feeding them.
Well, okay, so maybe that's better said. They're projecting their insecurities, because if you want to be perceived this way, or you are a certain way, right? Now I have to do this thing so you could look at me this way, when in reality, that's not even who you are. And you know you're not that person, so now you feel bad about it.
It's like when you first start dating somebody, and like the first 90 days, like, oh my God, I'm going to speak from the man's perspective because that's the only perspective I know. So it's like, you're dating somebody, maybe they coming over, they cooking, cleaning, they doing a bunch of these things to kind of get on your good side. And then the 90 days wears off, the honeymoon phase is gone, and it's like, nah, I actually don't like cooking at all. Like, I was just doing that because, I liked you, I wanted to impress you, but I actually hate cooking. So what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess I'll starve.
I done got accustomed to this life that you portrayed, but you were just trying to get on my good side. You actually don't like cooking?
I feel triggered.
Why, you've done this?
I've had it done to me. That's crazy.
But that is like that's why people say like, yeah, you can date people but for the first 90 days it's all bullshit. Because you can only upkeep something that you don't like doing or a lie for so long, and you're just like, all right, bro, this is
exhausting.
This is actually making me sick. Like, I fucking hate it. Where it's like, nobody asked you to do all that. Like, You think, like, you come into my place cooking and cleaning, like, you think this wasn't gonna get done? Like, you think I wasn't gonna eat if you didn't make me food?
Right.
Like, you didn't have to do any of this, but now you set the stage as if you like doing this. So now when I come home and there's no food on the fucking thing, I think you hate me. It's like, damn.
That is such like
Can't jump from A to Roman numeral.
like bro, that was such a like ooh, that was such a stretch. Cause what? How you gonna come and talk about? Oh, so you fucking hate me now?
Right, because you was doing all this thing
It might not
out
be
of the
you
kindness
hate me,
of your heart.
but it might be you don't like me the way I thought you did.
Right. Or just tell me that's not your love language and you actually just want to spend time watching a movie and I don't want to cook or clean. I bet. Like, you could have led with that.
So okay, but let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question.
They now say like, oh, I don't even like doing that stuff, right?
Now you goofy, but go ahead.
So now they kind of lie because they was doing stuff they weren't doing. Is that a deal breaker?
If it's not, you got to deal with my mouth because you know I'm going to talk shit. Like, I'm just going to crack jokes all the time. Like, let me cook since no one else in this house likes to.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if that's a deal breaker, but I think I don't know if it's a conversation me and that person need to have. Like, you might need to go talk to a professional because why are you just faking the funk?
Not calling the proper authorities.
Nah, facts. Like,
that's what he said.
Why are you just wearing this mask? Like, and miserable wearing it. Like, you're wearing a mask and you're getting rust on the side of your face.
Because they're not even comfortable who they are.
Huh?
They're not even comfortable who they are.
And see, if you're not comfortable who you are, then yeah, no, it's a deal breaker. Because you can't be around me. Because again, I'm going to crack jokes as if you're a secure person and I'm eating you up. And like, I didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And he said, you hurt yourself through me.
Yeah, right? Like, you see this mirror? This is me. You know what I'm saying? Pow, 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 pow.
So how do y'all identify situations where no needs to be said?
I think, what would Ash do?
Wait, really?
Because Ash got the most. Nah. No.
Ain't gonna do it.
Nah. Whereas, like, there's some people, I know it's a game that we play. Because, like, we're in a certain field, whether it's, like, sales, consulting, leadership. And, like, there's certain ways to talk to people to get buy-in. So, like, sometimes people will talk to me like that. And I'll just try to figure out, like, how do I, like, spin out of this? Because I'm, like, in this, like, loophole that I don't want to be in because I want to say no. But how do I say no without saying no? That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's like you hint at it without... It's like when people professionally, like, curse you out in an email without, like...
I'll just be telling them.
No, it's more so like... It's more so like when people assume the sale, like in my industry, it's like... It's almost like being told what to do. And y'all know I hate being told what to do. So it's like, yeah, you know, just do this. I'm like,
nah.
No.
So I haven't been to this establishment in a while, but I used to hate going to strip clubs because
the buy two drink minimum.
Oh, nah, I never did that. You thought you was getting me, but neither here nor there.
Hey, yo.
I used to hate going to strip clubs, right? Because I know that the only reason you're talking to me, like you were saying, is for that sale. Right. First of all, the name that you told me not even your real name. So, Brandy, I'm sorry, but it's not even as personal. I'm over here spilling out my heart, and
why you spilling out your heart in the strip club?
Because I'm just saying, you done had a couple drinks. You know what I mean? It's a fine.
That's the real question on the table here, because like, I feel like it should have been a mutual. Like, okay, like you gonna do your little dance.
Like, you know, I can't go anywhere else.
I might do my little dance.
Just come talk to me, feel me? So, and listen to me.
You about to earn this $35.
Not you turn into a therapy session.
So that, and bro, I done told the stripper once, yo, you don't gotta live like this. But
you gonna save her?
Well, that's where I drew the line. That's where I drew the line because I wasn't gonna save you.
Listen, you're really smart. You got a bright future. Not with me.
You got a good head on your shoulders. You don't deserve this.
Yeah,
but that's one of those, and that's a reach. But like, one of those things of like, nah, like saying no.
Okay,
because you're in there like applying the pressure. They selling it. I'm like, yo, how do I tell this motherfucker I'm actually not about to go back there and dance with you, but you can sit on my lap though.
So the best way to do it, I ain't gonna hold you. The best way to do it, if you at a strip club and you got your eye on a girl and a different girl comes up to you, like, nah, I actually want to talk to her. You should like really do it and watch what they do. They'll go grab her.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they're like, oh, for real? Go! Come on.
Ash, how about you? How do you identify situations when to say no?
That's the word I was looking for. I was like, what else he said?
Love a full circle moment.
My gut, she never wrong. So
We love her.
we do. So if she's speaking loud, she's like, hello, this ain't it.
Housekeeping.
Pillow. You need more shampoo? Then I'll usually just be like, yeah, no, it's a no for me, dog. But I will say, though, the true revelation is when you may have not realized how much of a people pleaser you used to be. And then you wake up one day and realize, like, wow, I've been catering, being so concerned, so just like over the top, making sure everybody else is comfortable. But here I am feeling miserable inside.
Who gonna rub my feet?
Right, who gonna rub my back?
You feel empty. It almost ties back to what we were saying earlier about missing.
Yeah, so I think if a situation like makes you feel something that you don't want to feel, then I think that is the biggest indicator that you should say no.
I like that. Wait,
Dropping a gem or two, whatever's in my sweater vest.
Facts. So, because you just said something interesting. How often do y'all feel empty, like, or without or missing something?
I think in moments of feeling empty, it is amplified. You know what I'm like? In those moments of like, damn, something's missing, or like Ash was saying, I'm in a predicament that I shouldn't be in, right? It's every day. It's 10 times a day. It's constantly, and I think that's the gut and the universe telling you, like, nigga, go. You get what I'm saying? But
what do you mean, go or like do something?
Go, like, get gone. Like, get out of that situation.
Okay, yeah, change your environment.
Yeah, change the environment. But I think once you remedy that situation, right, that feeling subsides, because now your mind, your body, the universe can be at a calm of like, you're no longer in danger. Do you get what I'm like when you're?
So this is a sense of survival mode.
Yeah, it's like a sense of like fight or flight type of
for
thing.
me,
I feel like it is.
And yeah, and I think once my mind finally wraps it around and decides and whatever, right? Then it's like, all right, you're good. But if not, my mind and body just keep telling me, my fellow, he 33 now. He done forgot how to act.
Nah, Mighty Joe Young over there.
Not Mighty Joe.
She comes.
Hey, yo.
Yo, he's completely sober. Yo.
I was eating that up, though.
I wasn't battling?
Yeah, no, you. Yeah.
No.
Was I making some sense?
Okay. I let you land, and I was like, okay, we on the same landing strip.
Not back in the strip club.
Kinky.
Chicken strips?
I eat chicken fries from Aldi's.
I can't say I've ever had those.
You know, it's like how Burger King got chicken fries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like that, but just
right next
Aldi.
to the Dino Nuggets.
Yes.
Oh, I got some in the freezer.
Ooh. I know what I'm doing.
Hey,
Yo, Nuggets.
I
no.
hate
This
this
would be the
man.
time where we say no.
Right. No.
It's just a joke.
So I have a question. So how do you all feel, or I should say, how do you navigate saying no when it comes to either love languages of your own that maybe people aren't understanding, or you trying to navigate someone else's love language? Because I think, at least for me, I'm very capable of understanding someone else's love language. I think sometimes though, it's like translating that. Although it makes sense to me in this way, it may not be what they want in that way. So it's like really trying to personalize, like, how is it that they want their love language to show for them versus like how it just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And like when to say no if they're not doing it right.
If they're not doing it right to me, or they want it done and I don't have the capacity.
I mean, I think it could be twofold. Like, I think sometimes people might be striving to do it, but genuinely, like, they might be just incapable of doing it. So it's like, do you continue to let them do it a certain way? Or do you be like, yeah, no, like, this is not the way I want to be loved?
I think if you see a future with said person, I think you should get the uncomfortable conversations out quickly and, like, up front. Just because, yeah, just because they're probably not as uncomfortable as you think, and they're gonna be a lot more uncomfortable if this person has been doing something again, like for a certain period of time, and you just like, yeah, to be honest, I don't like that. The fuck you mean you don't like that? Like, I've been breaking my back doing this for the last like whatever months, and you mean to tell me this now? I don't like yeah, no, like for me is words of affirmation. I like that's the last on the list for me of the love languages. I could give it. Like, to me, that's easy. I hate receiving it. It's just...
Yeah, I feel like...
I'm not a fan of pineapples.
I am affirmed enough.
I'm like, yeah, honestly, you don't gotta hype me up. My head's big enough.
He's like, I'm my own hype man. Okay, I'm my own hype man.
And, like, I think it's because people be bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, people...
You don't mean that.
People just be saying shit because it sounds good. And like, this is gonna, like, pull your heartstring. No, it's not. Like, now I think you're a liar. Because prove it.
Prove to me that I'm a smart, handsome young man.
It's like in Suicide Squad. And I think it might be my favorite scene of the movie.
Squad?
The first one. The only one.
The only one.
So, yeah, well,
can't discount it.
The other one was I couldn't get through it. But
yeah, it was a little
valid.
But when Joker's talking to Harley Quinn, right? He's like, "Yeah, would you die for me?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Would you live for me though?" Because I think living for someone is a lot more impactful. Feel me? So, yeah.
I never understood when people would say that.
I die for you?
Yeah, I'm like...
Quitter.
I was like, damn. That easy?
Yeah, right? Like, so I'm supposed to go the rest of my life lonely. Fuck me, right? That's right. Okay, cool.
I think I'm trying to, like, wrap my head around Ash's question. And,
would you like me to rephrase it?
No. I got it. Because I think when the cliche is going to sound like, right, we could have two totally different love languages, but I'm going to speak to your love language even if it's not mine. But I feel like if you actually have to try, right, like if I really like you and your love language is gift giving, right, you like getting gifts, which I'll probably never actually date someone like that, but because I like you, I would never mind actually buying those gifts.
So I think even that though is a little bit different in the sense of too, like, because, yeah, gift giving isn't my thing, but I always love getting something sentimental or, like, something that
the smallest thing.
Yeah, it could literally be, like, if I knew Spencer was talking about, like, this one thing that he's been wanting for a while and he never got it, and, like, I'm somewhere and I see it and I can get it, like, I'm gonna get it and be like, oh, like, here you go. Mm-hmm. Like, I like doing that sense of gift giving, but I know other people, they're just, like, any type of gift, anytime, like, they will always, like, present their love in that way, or they want to have the love shown in that way for them. And I had a question too and I forgot it. Darn, a counter question for you. I got you. Maybe it'll wrap back around. So how do you guys feel when folks tell you no? Sense of rejection. When someone, Spencer's like, don't nobody tell me no. Nah, I like it. I get excited. But I'm like, why? Because you can try to convince them to say yes? Yeah, because that's my toxic trait. That's nuts. He said game on. Yeah, the sales and like the gift of gab then comes out, because it depends. Like, if this is something that really goes against your moral compass, then I'm like, I bet. I respect it, stand on that. But if it's something semi-trivial in my eyes, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get you to do it. Like, at that point, I just want to see if I can. So can I? and listening to you say this,
words are very strong.
It's very powerful,
right? And
That's a lot of meaning.
and I think when someone tells me no, not that I'm saying it in a what's the word I'm
Facetious?
looking for? No, like a
Malicious,
Combative.
no,
Argumentative.
diabolical,
none of the above.
iniquitous,
Robust.
What?
iniquitous.
You can't call me that during Black History Month.
Moist.
Did you say moist?
So, not that I'm saying it in a
Yeah.
moist manner.
I just know the right things to say at the right
Moist.
moment to like take Spencer out. Gotcha.
Manipulative. That was the word.
The other F word.
See? You see how that works? You see how we're locked in? I just had to say a word that started with M and he got it. We need to play that game, by the way.
Moist and manipulative
game?
is nuts.
You've never played the word game? So the word game is like you all have to think about a word in your head, and you say it at the same time on a count of 3, and whatever word that is, you try to keep going until you all say the same exact word at the same time.
Oh,
We can play that sometime.
I'm gonna pick a dumb word.
Pickle.
Like methylthemiana.
No
methyl.
he can't even say the word.
Right.
Huh?
All right, come back together.
That's
right?
nuts.
So I don't do it in a manipulative way, but part of it is like, let me respond in this way, almost to show like a level of maturity. Like, all right, cool, whatever.
Try to be the bigger person.
Right. But I also know the right things to say that you're gonna be like, oh, I kind of like that. Now I might consider this. And words have so much power.
That they do.
Words and the way you structure like a well-structured sentence like is so important because I don't want to give away too many gems
Facts.
of like how I
keys
maneuver through
dispenser.
the world.
That's
But
like not him self-destructively exposing himself.
but the thing is, I kind of like sometimes I like doing that, like giving people gems because then I gotta level up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get a little better at my craft. But
Master manipulator.
no, it's it's interesting because like if you
Aquarius.
the way you structure a sentence, like it has energy and vibration to it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain songs you listen to, it resonates differently. So when you say things a certain way, at a certain tone, certain speed, it really resonates. So like I said earlier in the group chat, mirroring, you know? Mirroring is literally mirroring what someone said and how they said it. I didn't have to say the whole sentence. I could have said 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. 3 words out of the sentence, but I said it the way you said it. So now automatically like
It resonated with you.
exactly. Words are very powerful.
And it also depends how someone says no to me.
Yeah, if it's a no, you know, if it's a no and because, bet. But if it's just a no, then I'm like, well, why? Like I always want to know why.
I don't need to justify myself.
And do I see a way around that no?
I
Being
don't know.
playful.
I feel like if someone tells me no, I'm just like, okay. And then they get mad because I just leave it. I'm just like, you said no.
Somebody big.
It depends on the situation because sometimes I'll actually care and I'll be like, yeah, whatever. And I'll keep it pushing, but I know this person wants to get it out. You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's crazy
You gotta know who
because-
you play that with.
In the moments that you care,
Fair.
you just keep it pushing. But in the moments that you don't really care, you play with it.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. No, it depends. If I really care, like if I genuinely care and I want to know, like I won't let it slide. Like no, we're gonna handle this right here, right now. I don't give a fuck. I'm uncomfortable too. I'm not, but I'm uncomfortable too.
Hey, yo.
Are you ever uncomfortable?
For sure. It takes a lot though. Like you really got to catch me off guard. Like matter of fact, since Shorty blocked me on everything over the weirdest request ever, I got a request from a woman in my inbox that was very uncomfortable. Some Shorty from Houston, Texas, right?
Do you know her? Like,
No. But she mentioned something about the bras, so I responded to her note. She was like, shout out, good morning to all the bras, and especially the ones with a brand on their butt. I was like, hey, yo.
That's nuts.
She was like, what, you fit the description? I was like, nah, not yet. She was
you
like,
gonna get it on your butt?
it's neither here nor there.
I shouldn't be focusing on that part of the story.
Neither here
I
nor
feel like I
there.
just watched that, and I was like, he gonna be like, huh? I was like, it's not that location, but
Right.
the act of it.
Right. I was like, not yet. She was like, oh, where would you get it? I was like, on my cheek. She was like, let me see. I was like, no. She was like, why not? Bro, we went back and forth to the point where I actually had to respect it. She stood 10 toes down on it. She wanted me to put my phone on my sink, prop this shit up, and take a picture of my ass. I'm not outlandish, right? And first of all, I'm thinking, how many niggas you get to do this?
Clearly enough.
I'm like, she was so comfortable asking. I know niggas like do this on the regular. So, but then,
Because they probably like, wow, that's a little, ooh.
she hit me with some shit I just had to respect. She was like, nah, the first request I give you, you trying to talk to me, da da da, and I compromise, then I'm gonna compromise for everything. So if you can't do it, you can't fuck with me. I was just like, hey,
Wow.
hey, I have to respect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sending my booty chicks to anybody, let alone a random person in Houston, Texas. But the fact that she's just like, hey, listen, I like what I like. This picture's not for you, it's for me. If you can't do that, you can't fuck with me.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
You like my no. She said, yeah, fuck your no. I'm not doing it because the next nigga about to do it. Nuts.
You bring up an
Chestnut checkers.
Yeah.
You bring up an interesting term in compromise. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm glad you ain't compromised there.
Hey, me too.
But when is it okay to compromise when no has been said?
When no's been said,
Either to you or you've said it. Like when you say no, are you that's it? That no?
it depends on what it is.
All right, so when do you know to compromise?
If it doesn't go against like my moral integrity, like if it's just like holding hands, I'm not big on PDA. But
You
like,
also got big ass hands.
yeah, people be loving to hold these shits. But so, but like when we out in public, I'm not big into PDA. I'm not big into holding hands. But like, fuck it, you like it. Here we are. You know what I'm saying? Share. You want to do the little swing? I to this day I don't understand the hype. Why are we holding hands? You like holding hands, BK?
Sometimes.
It's that touch. Sometimes touch.
I don't like holding hands at all.
Ashley, get the fuck off.
It's cause
Get
like,
lost in the crowd of people.
It's because my palms be getting sweaty, and I'm just like, ugh, now my
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
No, just my palms be sweaty, and then it's like, ugh, now my hand is sweating, and their hand, like, that is disgusting, and now I'm embarrassed because my hand is sweating, and then it's just too much.
Meanwhile, this
Too
nigga's loving
much.
every second. Like,
Yo.
fresh ass sweat? What?
Physical touch is a big thing for me.
So I thought it was for me until my home.
Until you started getting touched.
Ding, ding, ding. Touch.
Nah, my homegirl was explaining to me her love language is physical touch, and she was explaining to me to what degree, and I was just like, oh, nah, that's
Like, bro, for me,
it's a little too much.
I was like, my physical touch, it's not, I always say, like, I'm literally a cat. Like, I don't want affection unless I want the affection. Like, if you're wanting to give me affection and I don't want affection, I've been trying to, like, reel it back in, but I'd be like, we just can't sit here. Like,
Yeah.
we just can't chill. Just,
y'all smell that?
like,
Ooh, smell like cooking.
smells like a smell that's quite smelly. I had to.
It
'cause
smells like, are you sharing?
It smells of
So for me, physical touch, right? Like I'm driving, hand on the leg, hand behind the like it. I don't know why it's just comforting to me.
I
That's
get
fair.
that, but she was to the point where she was talking about no. If we're in the car, we're holding hands.
Oh no, I'm not doing. I might
I'm
occasionally,
just like,
but just
I got
any sort of
I got
touch.
to drive.
I get it. I just need a little bit of a touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even we laying together
Right.
and you just like put your leg over my
Bro,
leg.
I'll be.
Cool.
Right, just a little, a little, just.
Right.
We sleep, right? You fall asleep cuddling, right? We go our separate ways middle of the night. Once I wake up and realize we not touching, I'm doing one of these. Like I'm putting my leg just to know.
Right.
Just
Or
roll
I like,
over.
I'll scoot back
or
over.
I might give one of these just so I'm touching.
Apparently, I'm like possessive in my sleep.
You strangling people.
No, like I guess
being a strangler.
if I'm laying with somebody and I'm knocked out sleep, I'm asleep and they go to move, I'm like,
I do that. I do that too. Yeah.
yeah. I they tell me afterwards. I was like, oh shit, I don't know. Fight back.
Not they fighting they demons in they sleep. Demons being your firm grasp.
But yeah, I mean, wait. So in what order are y'all love languages?
I might have to do mine again, but it was quality time will still be hands
Yep.
down my number one thing.
Same.
And then it was acts of service started creeping up there a little bit as number 3. And then I want to say number 2 was affirmations, but that was also like a year ago. I take it every year. So this was like the beginning of like 2024 when I took it. So I was like, I gotta take it now. And
You actually take an exam?
Yeah, it's a quiz.
Oh, I just like look at them.
Yeah, no. You can take a love language quiz.
I feel like I don't need a quiz to tell me. Like I think I just know.
That's fair. Again, you affirmed. So that's fair.
So for me, I'm going from 5 to 1.
Are you looking at your results?
You're doing it backwards?
Well, yeah, like I
Okay.
I think acts of service might be 5th
Okay.
because they ain't shit that I can't do for myself and by myself.
See, that's
Even-
that hyper independence, though.
You're right. I'm sure
Sometimes
there's
you
something to
gotta-
unpack
We've
there.
talked about this.
Yeah,
man.
but like,
We gotta ease back on it.
Can't rub your own back, nigga. Yes, I can. Yes.
but even with that, right? Yes, it's hyper independence, but like when you do it, it's like, oh wow, I didn't have to ask for that. I really appreciate it, right? Then
Yeah, but it's also allowing the space for them to do that.
that's hard,
That's a
It's
big word
okay.
for Elmo.
right? That's a big
Work in
sentence for
progress.
Elmo.
Work in progress.
Receiving gifts, like we said earlier, especially because I'm not like a materialistic person, but it's those little things that we talked about.
Like
you know,
when that person gave you Nemo.
you know, cool. I'm at the store. I see your favorite candy. I saw this. I thought about you. Those things are always going to be more appreciated than like the big thing. Now, you go buy me a trip, some sneakers. I'm a fuck with it. From there,
I feel like traveling is your love language.
Facts.
yeah, but I haven't traveled with many people. Oh, that's a lie. Yeah. Words of affirmation to be 3rd, and I didn't realize how much that meant until I wasn't getting it at all.
That's fair. Again, it was out of sight, and you realized how much you actually do like those things. So
And
that's important for you.
and especially because I do a lot of these things, and then I felt like I was overextending myself because I wasn't receiving them at all.
Has a woman ever called you beautiful?
Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about it.
Me either, but I was like, I think I like this.
Do it again.
Yeah,
do it
right.
again.
Do it again. See how I feel.
Roll
do that
the
dance. Do that dance.
roll the L. Beautiful.
That's so funny. 'Cause
Tingly.
I used to always tell like the boys that I worked with at my clinic, like I would always call them beautiful and handsome, because they are.
Beautiful.
Move your mic,
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then I think quality time, physical touch are like 1A.
Interchangeable?
1B. Yeah.
It's definitely quality time, physical touch, acts of service.
Yeah, I want physical touch like from my person, or like if I'm cool with like certain people, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But other times I just be like,
It's the shirt. Does that just say Muslim or Islam?
no, it says W Slam. I got it from the W Slam party, but I went with
That's crazy.
Tarika.
What up, Tarika? Come on the show again.
Facts. Side plug. Y'all need to check out Tarika's new podcast.
Oh, yeah.
With the infamous
Who?
Cheryl Swoops. Levels to this. Check
There
it out,
are
y'all.
levels. We need to get on their level.
Swoops.
Auntie Swoops, miss you.
Tarika, come sit on the couch.
And bring Auntie Swoops with you.
She could come dolo too, but yeah.
well,
but Auntie
yeah.
Swoops is cool.
Y'all could all come, but yeah. I mean, shit, this was dope. We've been chopping it up almost an hour now. It's almost time to go
about
figure
that.
out what's cooking in the kitchen.
Right?
About that time.
Is there snacks or no?
There's definitely snacks when I check the fridge. Cause a snack hate to see me come. Okay, they be like, I know it ain't.
There's some alcoholic pineapples in there,
Yo,
I want the
so
snacks.
bro.
I was so tore up Sunday. So I had 3 of them drinks. I brought the pineapple joint to like my last stop of the day.
Destination.
I didn't finish it, and then I picked up my peoples from the airport. I was telling them about my drink. They were like, "Well, you're supposed to bring it to the airport." I was like, "Oh shit, let me stop and grab it." I still had half a cup here, so I was like, I had to pour some of it out, drink some of it, just to make the drink that I made to then share with the person. But it was delicious. Shout out the bartender.
Bartender, ooh, who's looking at me? I'm the bartender.
Okay.
I like the bartender.
Looking at me.
I like the bar with her.
All right,
Okay.
And that's a wrap on another episode.
I mean, you really could have ended it that way.
Shit.
That would have been fine with me.
Bye, y'all. buy a shirt. Shit.
Facts.
Our shit
They is
live.
live.
Go to the website. Go buy his shirt.
Are they live now?
Buy yourself
Yeah.
a shirt, buy your mammy a shirt, buy your girl a shirt, buy your stink a shirt, buy Bookie a shirt,
Buy
buy
your
all them
side
shirts.
piece of shirt, your grandma's shirt.
Right.
Bro, put a shirt on your dog for all I care.
Facts.
Shit, Nemo said buy a shirt.
And socks and anything else that's on that
How do you
site.
say
Okay?
Nemo in Mexican?
Dog.
Spanish. I'm sorry. How do you say
Dog.
Nemo in Spanish?
Yeah, it's time to go, man. This was another episode of the How'd I Get Here
I just
podcast.
wanted to give him a name.
Nemo, nigga.
Nemo
You
is
don't-
interchangeable?
You don't change names.
Not is he interchangeable?
That's one of like the things that they taught in Spanish class that is actually not true.
Really?
So the first thing they teach you, this is your Spanish name, is your names don't translate.
So George and Jorge are different?
If your name is Jorge, like if you're born in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
and your name is Jorge, you don't come to America and become George.
But if you were born here, Spanish, your name's George. If you go to Puerto Rico, they probably gonna call that nigga Jorge.
Your name is still George.
You've just opened and unlocked worlds
Yeah,
for
like
him.
that's one of
I've been saying racial slurs all my life.
now Jorge means George, but your name doesn't change.
Like you're either someone
are-
has named you Jorge or someone has
someone's
named you George.
There's no accents that get added.
Your name is your name. What does your birth certificate say? Spencer. You don't become Spencer.
Roll the
Instead.
R. Spencer.
It's like
Hey.
your name is Spencer. That's it.
God.
We
Well.
out this bitch. Buy a shirt.
Facts.
Bye.